Hey, what's up? How are you? Cole, how are you doing, brother? Went by the bank and picked up some pennies, so I figured we'd do a coin roll hunt. And I ordered another 2 boxes of halves, and so I was just going to get a box of pennies, and ended up getting basically $30 worth instead of $25 worth. Rockzilla, how are you doing? I'll show you some of the guys, some of the stuff that I picked up from the coin shop, stuff I got in the mail for tomorrow's auction. Also, really good stuff. Hey, Gatita, how are you doing? Welcome in. You can see I got all these penny rolls out. Let's see here. Switch over the camera here. This off. Phone. That way you guys can see everything. I see. There we go. There you go. Here's all the pennies. I figured I might as well just have some fun, hang out with you guys, show you guys what we have for tomorrow. Got some nice older coins. Nice older foreign coins that'll be coming up tomorrow's auction. So I picked up some German, some foreign silver, Turkey, France, a bunch of France that I picked up, silver. There's German there, or France, England. One of them that's really nice in here. Do have a very nice 1910, a red brown 1910, very sharp details on it. Any idea how or where to get refined? Sterling silver. Good question. Trying to think. I mean, you could refine it yourself. It is quite the process. But hey, Kraken, what you doing, brother? Welcome in. I'm gonna put the invite up here. You guys have that. That would be the smart thing to do. If you guys want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to. Go, let me drop this in. Okay, there we go. Get back over StreamYard now. How you feeling? How you feeling, Kraken? Live chat, you only hear. Yeah, no, exactly, exactly. We got some old US, quite a bit of old US. Seated dimes, barber quarters. We got some nice peace dollars, SLQs, buffaloes, proofs. Gotta go take the cookies out of the oven for my kiddo. Be right back, guys. I'm back. He was baking some cookies for himself. So I take him out of the oven because he's taking a shower since he's working now. So All right, so we got that. I did find an expensive one. This is the 81 Type 2 Proof. This one is the tough one to get. This is the top. I would say this is your key date for your SBAs. Right there. That's $100 coin all day long. That's the Type 2 SBA. I picked up some proofs. I picked up some silver for tomorrow's auction. We got Year of the Horse. Plus silver rounds here, different ones. I know. Share them cookies. Yeah, if Dolls was here, she definitely would be wanting cookies. Some more silver. I got some really nice Indians here. They're about AU. There's about 3 diamonds left on each one of these. For $18.99, and I have 3 of those for tomorrow. Very nice. We have a Britannia, silver, a Panda, half ounce. Nice 53 with arrows and rays. Pretty one. That's the pretty quarter, I think, just because of all the design in it. Has been cleaned. Still a really cool one. Well, you could be right, Kraken. You could be right. We got some nice, more silver, French silver. Syria. And British penny. And I think this is the nicest one of them all. This one here is really nice grade. All the details and stuff are there. That's the high quality one. So lots of stuff for tomorrow's auction. I'm going to do a video for the stuff I picked up for myself. That will come later. See who else comes into the stream. Maybe even do some sales tonight. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. All right, let me find my pocket knife. And we'll start getting into some of these pennies. Might as well have fun doing it. Where did I put it? I think it is in my bedroom. Let me run and grab that so we can get opening. Okay. We are all set to go. Hey, 210. Welcome in. Let's crack open. Let's find us some Wheaties. That's what I want. And maybe we could get lucky and find an Indian. It's been a long time since I found an Indian. Let me get my trash can here. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. Here. The question is, will it stay? I've been having problems with this camera for some reason. It doesn't want to stay where I set it. Desktop default. Okay, let's get into some. Hey, Benjamin, what you doing, man? How you feeling today? Gonna look for some Wheaties. maybe some cool stuff. Hopefully we can find some cool stuff if the camera will stay in focus now. Oh, this camera. Not happy with it. I think I closed that. Field of view, that's the zoom. Where's the sweet spot at? Feel that much. Position reset to default. I'll go back. Up. That should be. Yeah, see, that works pretty well. I'll just bring this down a little bit more because there's the sweet spot. Maybe have it too highly focused. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you. You're awesome. We'll have yours packed and ready to go out tomorrow. Get it done tonight. Where's the sweet spot now? Right in there, and that's what we want. Okay, so let's get to hunting here. I'm not really going to be hunting for varieties. I will take out the copper. Put the copper in here. See what we got here. Like that. That'll go in the copper. Looking for the copper ones also, and I set those aside. I don't know why, just because it's cool to do. I have my plan is to get a nice big jar just of copper pennies. These things are going to be a thing of the past. Not behaving. Reason it's definitely not liking that one. That is a copper though. More light over here too. I can see what I'm doing. There's an 80. Quite a bit of copper, which is a good sign on this. Already starting out. 75. 1. Yeah, so I'm not going to be hunting for any of the varieties. It's kind of a pain to do that, but I do it often. Nothing in the first roll. Hey, Felty, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you. How's my little kid brother doing? Well, I'm old enough to be your grandpa. I don't know about kid brother. Oh, look at there. There's our first one. Ooh, and it's an early one, 1930. Usually don't get 1930s or 31s at all. Did find a 22D one time at my mom's house when I was going through all that stuff, which is pretty rare to find in it. Okay, so we got one Wheatie there. Let's see what else we got here. And the whole roll just blew up on me. I'm not worried about getting every copper, just the ones I noticed that are copper. Do. That. 94, don't need that one. I'll be glancing up. There's a 63 that can go in the copper pot. Oh, look at here. Oh, Canada. Unless it's Bermuda. Nope, it's Canada. 89 Canada. So we got one foreign and one weedy already. Nice. Copper. Another copper. 71. That was a pretty good roll. It worked out pretty well on that one. And hoping for my girlfriend, I haven't heard from her. She may be working. Like she is. BMC, welcome in. How are you? If you guys haven't, please hit that like button and share it out. And if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. We do auctions on Saturday. I do trade day. And sometimes I just do pop-up like this, just to kind of share the day with you guys. Share what we find in some penny rolls. I do have 2 boxes of halves ordered. Hey, James Schultz, what is up? How are you? Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that out and liking it. I miss doing the penny roll hunts too, and I'm hoping to I will look at the 92s if I see them. Just by the rare chance, because we did have a guy in the community find a 92 close AM in his penny roll hunt one time. He was from Alaska, but he did find one, which is pretty amazing. It's the equivalent of finding a couple of SVDBs. The 70 copper. Do you guys ask you guys a question when you guys do penny roll hunts, or if you just get your change, do you pull out the copper and set it aside too? I know our lovely government doesn't want us to do that, but just curious. Hey Eric, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome in. I didn't get to see you this morning. I was working as far as if you went on to Ida's this morning. Caleb, welcome in. You used to? Yeah, I started doing it again. I have like just a big cup so far of them. I have more wheat pennies than I do copper pennies by far. Because I have many boxes of wheat pennies. And but one of these days I will go back through these Lincoln cents if there's any varieties in the copper ones, you know, from 60s up to 82, then I would probably look, but do have all of my Strike It Rich books, Cherry Pickers guides, all that good stuff. You got to have all of that to, you know, just to help you memorize which ones you're going to do. Memorize it in your head, and then you know it. Yeah, going well, very busy. I have over 1 million wheats. How many do you? See, there's another guy that has the same problem I do. He's just ahead of me on it. I know Eric likes to find the original rolls that have been untouched, that are bright red, uncirculated, and hunt those out. And those are kind of a challenge to find. I did see on Whatnot they had I think a bunch of 50s uncirculated rolls that they were doing. I thought that was pretty neat, but they, you know, I didn't buy into it. I just couldn't afford it at the time. I have a coin problem already. There's a 2024. Actually, one of the other things I'm looking for is a 25. New guy who has many cents. He has, wow, yeah. Probably you, Eric. You have a warehouse of pennies. And that's what's crazy. Always looking for that diamond in the rough. There's a 70 and a 78. 74, that can go in the copper pot. Could be. Yep, exactly. I know you. And the U.S. government wonders why there's no pennies in circulation. Because Eric has them all. I had a little project. I'll show you my little project here in a moment of what I do with the Wheaties that I get in circulation from coin roll hunts. This year, I put them inside bottles and kind of decorative bottles for my room, which I thought was just kind of a neat idea to do with them. Keep our eye out for any 2025s. I don't know if we will even come close to finding one of them, but that would be neat. So we got one wheat so far and one foreign. We have a 1930. Focus in. Background. The 1930. And then we ended up with one Canadian so far. So Eric, have you found any 2025 or anything new to look for on those yet that we are aware of? Maybe we can get Paula an extra B on the 25, her favorites. I almost bought a graded V penny just to mail it to her, just to spite her, just for fun. That's her. She despises that more than anything else, is that V penny. No 25s here yet, yeah. I haven't heard anything in the rumor mills about any errors on them or anything yet. But it'd be interesting, especially if they completely stop production and don't do production on them, having a lower mintage, possibly. I don't know if we do or not. So nice pretty 80. Found a 09 SVDB at an auction one time for a song. Wow. Interesting. I looked at a bunch. There's another 2024. Went to the coin shop and they had a bunch of 09s, but none of them, you know, they were just 09 Phillies, and that's all they had. And for the auctions, I like to pick up the 09 VDBs. I can get them at a decent price. Saw potential DDR, but was only photos, so I'm not holding my breath. Yeah. But what would be cool if there is a very limited number of those minted and there be an error, would probably end up being a probably valuable situation at that point. Oh, we got another Wheatie. Let's see what we got. 44. Billions and billions of 44s, but still another Wheatie. I usually in my area get about 10 wheats per box. You look at the bright and shinies just in case, make sure. Let's see. 24s and 23 so far. It would be nice to get a few rolls of 25s. Coin explosion again. 77 there. Copper. So I'm curious when they're gonna end it completely. What I think they should do is wait till 2026 for the penny. If they're gonna end it, and then end it in after 2026. That way it'd be the 250th anniversary. Kind of that way they have the double date on it, and then kind of just go from there. Or just mint them only for mint sets, or like they did the Kennedys. But then again, you have to figure out how much is being wasted. That's like all the Kennedys that they minted over the last 5 to 6 years. No one wanted them, but they kept minting them and throwing them in circulation, and no one wanted them. It was just because everybody wanted halves to hunt, but we didn't want more of them. You found a 2025 today. Nice. I've been keeping my eye out for it, but not come across one yet. It'd be interesting to get some rolls. 23s, 22s. Figured Ashes might come up if he's available, but he may not be available. Hey, we got a 59. I do keep those. Pretty crusty. Here's the 59D. Got a 60s and a 70s there. Yeah, I'm not gonna hunt any of the varieties of the newer dates, especially the big sense. Just don't make sense. Hey Chris, how are you? Let's see. I found a silver colored penny at work last week, dated 1973, with no mint mark on it. Any idea what it might be? Interesting. Is it very light? Is the question. Because that was one of them that they would definitely want to, you need to weigh it. And if it weighs 3.2, then it is not a true, it's just plated. What you want to find is the aluminum cent from 93, which would weigh really light compared to that. And if you had the 73 aluminum cent, you hit a gold mine. Not saying that it's impossible, but it was. There's another Wheatie. Another Wheatie for the sweetie. There. It's going to be a 58. Yeah, they probably did plate it just so that, you know, trying to pass it off, or as most likely. Now, I have some plated pennies They're different colors. I have a 74 that I found as a kid, probably 50 years ago, that was plated, I'm assuming. I can show you those real quick. Grab that penny box. Probably have some of Eric's pennies in here too. Picked up. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, these are all 60s. These are all 60s and 70s BUs. What these are. 69S's. B's. Yeah, so these are all BUs in there. There's some 59s. Let me find any of those plated ones that I had. Let's see what we got in here. These I still need to get verified, but I'm pretty certain it'll be an FS501. That one has die chip, pretty one. These have a, oh yeah, these were like a series that I found, and the die chip kept getting bigger and bigger as I went on. And see, these are some of from my early days. I don't know if they're actually real or not. I know the die chip was real, but it was a roll that I opened. That is the RPM number 12. Coins. Go. Let me find some of the other ones. Hey Ashes, what's up? How are you, sir? Just hunting some pennies and hanging out. If you want to come up, I did pin it up at the top. So if anybody wants to come up, just hang out. It is there. One wanted to see a, there's just some, these are bright shiny reds or red browns of wheats. Let's see what else I got in here. Some older wheats. 40s, 50s. Okay, so not there. I got it here. Blank Planchet, and this is from the Mint, though. The Mint was handing these out 2023. You know what? It'd be funny, Eric, if this had the V in the Mint package. That would be funny, and then have the Blank Planchet there. That would be funny. I'm going to pull up my scope and we'll see what we got here. I doubt it, but it would be funny. Let's see what we got here. All right, no extra V on that one, but it would be funny. How much a box? Benjamin, you have more pennies than you need. These are just some of the weird stuff that I have found over the years and kind of went down that rabbit hole. Oh, here's one of them. This is the one I found as a kid. That's the one I found as a kid, Eric. So we think it's just plated, but I was probably about 10 when I found it. Let me grab my magnet. I'm not sure. That would be cool though. Yeah, I found this in the probably early 80s. Really nice condition, but silvery color. That's one of them. That's a 20S. Here, beautiful. 54S. I have some nice rotated dies. Two. Die rotation. Two. Two. Lamination error. Where's the lamination? I have some that I need to send off to grading that I have found over the years too. I picked up a clamshell error on a 3-cent nickel. Has a major clamshell on it, and it's fully intact. Need to send that one off to get graded. Had a other ones in here. That one has a counter stamp on it. They're found. Open up the other box. Show my magic coin. I'd have to get my 50-cent pieces out. I found a few of those in my coin roll hunting. What we got in here? More. Let's see. Who's this one from? E. Reese. Have it as a video FS101. That one's probably legit. Oh, here is a beautiful Brockage. Also have a dime that has a nice Brockage on it. There's the FS801. A couple of those I've found. Strike. Some of these probably are not what I say they are, because like I said, these are probably from the early days. And I never went back and really just looked at them yet. To get them fully verified. One of these days I'll take the time and actually go through these. Yeah, CoinJunk could be just going crazy right now, and I've sold him some really good stuff. I sold him a bunch of uncirculated rolls, like 61D, 60D, 62D uncirculated rolls. I also gave him a roll of Lincoln 2009 primitive years. So you could look for the double thumb. Oh, here's another one. I believe that one's plated. It's a 55D, silver looking. So I think that one's plated. Here's a 1990D, silver looking. Beautiful coin, but probably plated. Here's another one, a 46. The plated copper. It does stick to a magnet. There we crash. Yeah, so I have quite a few of them that are plated that I have found like hunting or just through pocket change over the years. Just set aside. Just thought they were kind of unique and interesting. I've got all kinds of weird stuff in here. Not that they will ever be valuable in any way, but they are. Hey, look at that one. Copper coins. I wonder what that one is. 64D. Wonder where that one came from. damage. Yeah, so I've got like all this stuff. Someday when I get time, I'll go back through and really search these out and see what pops up. These are all 60s, 70s. There are some real errors in there, or real varieties, I should say. Yeah, the best way is to weigh it for sure. And that will give you your correct number there. All right, let's see what we've got in this roll here. I'm looking for 2025s. I was for the longest time looking for extra V's on these, and I kind of just gave up. But apparently it is a real thing. I don't know why. Probably just a scratch on the die. Someone bumped it with a tool and went, oh well. Come on, focus. I want to do it. Going to be a Kappa 80 copper. And from metal detecting, I have, or did have, jars and jars and jars of rotten pennies, from just rotten zinc pennies that I find from, metal detecting. But I took them all down and they melt real easy because it's a low temperature. Zinc is a low temperature melt. Just turn them into bars because the bank don't want them. Coinstar doesn't want them. No one wants them. They're crap. Did I pin that? Yeah, it is pinned up there. I was double checking. I did, like I said, I did pick up a lot of cool stuff for tomorrow's auction too. I'll show you some of the stuff I picked up for the auction. We got some silver bars. Here are the horse. We have a nice proofy buffalo. Got some other stuff in here, some nice old foreign, some silver foreign, some copper foreign. I do like this one, even though it's been cleaned and probably polished. Still really looks nice. Here is, we got nice Britannia, 1 ounce Britannia for tomorrow. That is a 2022. Got lots of stuff from France. We got a beautiful seated dime, open 3, 1873. British, old Switzerland, Swiss, beautiful Indians, some German, another 1/2 ounce Panda. How much for the stack? I did find this. Check this out. Okay, 81 S proof. Type 2. The clear S. That is a $100 coin right there. That, or plus, probably 100 plus. This is the key date for the SBAs. 81 S proof type 2. And I paid what? Probably $1.25 on it. Came and looked at it. Also have the 81S Type 2 also. That's about a, was it a $30 coin? That one there, it's a tough one to get for your Kennedy series, the Type 2s, clear S. Put them bars in my We got some barbers, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, so lots of good stuff for tomorrow's auction. Got a nice T-Day SLQ, a 27S. Nice 27S there. May hold on to that one because that's a pretty good one. We got some stuff from Turkey. Silver from Turkey. And we got some nice Indians in there, some more foreign. There's a Rapin 1851 B nickel and a beautiful 1910. Get it to come in 1910 Philadelphia. Wood grain kind of look to it, so it's kind of a alloy mixture. This is a nice looking 1910 Southern coin. How are you doing? Yeah, all this stuff is for tomorrow. We got good stuff. I got a lot of good stuff for tomorrow. We're gonna have fun in the sun. Got some great stuff coming up. I think the 99 proof is the most expensive. Could be. Let me look. Let me grab my book. Because when I put my SBA set together, I thought that 81 S, clear S, there's some varieties of it, whether it's flat or clear, but still one of the most expensive ones. Let me get the dollar. There we go. SBA, Morgans, it should be this page. Morgan, more Morgans. So many stinking Morgans. Okay, let's take a look. I know that 99S is an expensive one. Let's see. Proof SBAs. Here we go. So this is all that shows on it. That it was down. I don't know what that means. But from everything I've seen, the Type 2, that's what I have. In the proofs. $79S is Type 2 is also an expensive one too for your SBAs. So whatever that means. You want to see the bars again or the rounds? Yeah, I picked out some just different stuff. Beautiful proof. 2024. And this one is Right to Bear Arms. Thomas Jefferson. Have that one. We have a nice 2022 Great Britain Britannia. Of this year of the horse, 2014. And then I have the Liberty Bell from A-Mark. Those are the ones that I'll have. And then I have that half-ounce Panda too, somewhere up here. Going up for auction. I put it. Oh, here's that half-ounce. There we go. That half-ounce Panda. He's already eyeballing this stuff. Ooh, hey, we got a wheat. And right on top, a reveal. What do we got? 1956. Denver. That makes Wheatie number 3. We still have all of those to go. we'll just fan them out like this and see what we got. Light back up there. You like that buffalo? I may just end up having to trade you several of those so I could just get that Libertad from you anyway. All right, that sounds good too. All right, let's see what I got in this roll. Where are you heading to, Ben? See family or 24s, 25. I know you and your back, driving is probably not fun because it's not fun for me, even though I've already had 2 surgeries still and feel pretty darn good. But sitting in a car for quite a while, I get pretty darn stiff. Start hurting. I need the Libertads that I actually need are the 97, the key date 98, and 99. They're all kind of key and semi-key dates. I'm down to only those 3, the hard ones. 24. And I just haven't pulled the trigger to purchase them yet. Hey Moosox, what's up? How are you doing, brother? Just out here finding Wheaties and looking at stuff coming up for tomorrow's auction. We got a lot of cool stuff. I will show you some of the pickups that I bought for myself. I was going to do a video, but I may just show it to you anyway. So this is the stuff I picked up for me. Did find really nice looking 1924 Mexico 1 centavo. I already have one, but this is in really nice condition, so I'm going to verify it against one that I have. I also picked up some Philippines 1912S, 1907S, 1920, and it's probably an S2. I'm guessing right next to the date there should be a mint mark. It's probably an S. And then we have a 1921. Picked up some Philippines, which is kind of neat. And let's see what else we got here. Got a beautiful 35S Buffalo. Replace the one I have in my album. Has full horn. 1927 piece dollar. I sold my 27s to Silver Keys, and so now I was replacing them back. I have my full set of those. I picked up this. Check this out, guys. All 4 diamonds. Beautiful red brown 1905 Indian. All 4 diamonds. She is a beaut. That one is stunning. $19.05 large cent. I'll probably replace the one that I have in there. This is better details. Some Hard Times tokens. Picked up a few of those. To go in my large cent album, I'm going to be adding some pages. 1790 something. Well, this is more colonial than it is our times then. Our times is in the 30s, 1830s. Date says here. Let me look under the scope. Maybe it'll tell me. 17.9. Yeah, I can't quite make out that digit. Yeah. So definitely, this is colonial. This is not a hard times token. That's definitely going on my album. That's pretty sweet. Oh, hold on, guys. Just a moment. I'm gonna put you guys on mute. Just a second, guys. I had to answer that with my girlfriend. Can't not answer those calls. Get in trouble. No, just kidding. Other hard times token. These are all go into my large cent album. I'm going to purchase some extra pages. That's a half cent I got. This is 17. Let's see. Let me double check here. What was it? I believe it was 1789. Hard to tell. It's a tough date. Or 95. I think it was a 1795. It could have been. Hard to see. Still pretty weak in that, but it's a nice old large cent in the 1700s. So that's the stuff that will go into my albums. And get this. One of the guys did a trade. It is silver and gold plated. It is shipwreck salvage off the Etosha. 14 karat gold over it. So I picked that up. That will go on my chain that I wear. That's my other one from the Etosha. So pretty awesome stuff there. Did a trade and got that one. And then I picked up some bills. Got a nice, basically about uncirculated silver cert. 57. Just kind of adding to some of my bills now, since I had a guy named Hidden tell me I needed to do more bills. I picked up a Galveston, Texas. National currency. Galveston, Texas, especially since I'm from Texas. I've been to Galveston. Nice red seal, 1963. And nice Hawaii. little rough looking, but it is a Hawaiian note. And I picked up a 50 cent. This one is 1869 through 1875. Fractional currency. We do have a 10 cent. Got that one to go in my album, and a 25 cent go into my album. So that's the stuff that's going in my stuff. Thought you guys would like that. Some really cool stuff. That is a neat one, isn't it? There's some more that I'll eventually work on getting. Hidden wants me to go down that rabbit hole. I used to have some other really cool currency, and I sold it a long time ago. And I have bought fractional currencies and stuff like that for the channel just to be sold. Now I'm kind of holding on to them. Just kind of dipping my toes into it. 24s, 23s, no 25 yet. Christie, that was probably definitely a copper. 76. Yeah, he's got some amazing pieces. He like saves up for a long time and then trades for the best possible deal for what he wants. He like plans his stuff out. Me, I'm kind of like, oh, I like that, and I like that, and I like that, and I like that. That's my problem. And I have some other stuff that'll probably come in from Whatnot. I have some other large cents. I picked up a nice, beautiful 1834 half cent. Will be coming in. AU. I'm pretty excited about all the stuff that's going to be coming in. I guess Ashes is working today because he didn't come up and play. He must be at the station. That's what I need to do, Ben, is get Ashes a t-shirt that has a little boy, that little boy peeing on a fire, and then it says only you can prevent forest fires. Then have Ashes wear that. All right, Ben, thank you for coming in and hanging out with me, brother. Always love you, man. I'll only be on for a little bit more because my girlfriend will be coming over. We may go do something, have some fun. Thinking about even watching a movie, but I don't know yet. It's because she's working right now. So I think we're only to 3 Wheaties. Maybe 4. That is all I have found so far in all of these, but of course we haven't hunted very much. We have a long ways to go. Copper. Oh, there, that kind of look proofy. 99. Get close. Be the wide AM for this. No, it's a close AM. Want the wide for the 99. So Ashes, I'll get you that t-shirt, the little guy peeing on a fire. It says only you can prevent forest fires, but you have to wear it at the fire station. See what's in this roll. Copper. A good amount of copper coming out of here, though. Too shabby. Still need to look at all my bright and shinies and find lots of 24s, no 25s yet. Had no luck with that. Howdy.
What's up?
You working today? Or
Oh,
you
no,
driving?
no. I'm driving right now.
Oh, okay.
Put it up here so I can drive. What's up, everybody? How's everybody? Can't see the chat because I'm driving, obviously. A little bit of sun coming in there.
Yeah, that makes it tough. Yeah, so I was thinking about getting you that T-shirt or making that T-shirt for you.
Okay.
That you know how they have
I'll
that
turn the
little
camera
symbol, a little boy that's peeing, but have one peeing on a little campfire,
Oh, yeah.
and name that and say, "Hey, ashes, only you can prevent forest fire."
That's right. Tinkle. Tinkle with the best of them. Well, you found anything good in that penny box?
I think we have found 3 wheats so far. It's been kind of light.
Three Wheaties is better than no Wheaties, right?
I think we have a total of, let's see here, we got 1 foreign, 1 Canadian, a 59, 56.
You found a 59 Wheatie? Heck yeah.
No, I can keep the 59. No, 4 Wheaties in. The earliest is 1930.
Nice.
The other ones are 50s. So, yeah, we got 4 Wheaties. 4 Wheaties, 1 59, and 1 Canadian.
Cool. I got to meet Felty in person yesterday, him and his mom. Super nice people.
That's great. He was probably ecstatic, too.
And he's built like a middle linebacker. Yeah,
Wow.
Such a young fella. He's a stocky young man.
Yeah,
I had to jump on here to tell Ben that these are not the coins you are looking for, Ben. These are, that's what Obi-Wan Kenobi would say, right? These
Yeah,
are not
exactly.
the coins you are looking for.
He was looking, he was like, I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. Like, set aside this and this and this.
You had a reverse proof buffalo, so if that's going up tomorrow, we'll just go ahead and call dibs on it. Just put it back. So.
And that's what he was looking at, eyeballing it.
Yeah, that's what he texted me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'll get his stuff set up to get mailed out tonight.
The
The package really good. I bought that tape that has the string in it. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it won't break open because of what happened to him, his package. He lost some of the Canadian dollars. Left it open. I'm like, what is the post office doing? It's like they're almost deliberately just wanting to destroy stuff to see what it is. Kind of like a kid at Christmas, wanting to peek into the packages. And then even if they see that they drop it and break it open, I bet they don't even do anything about it. They're like, oh, that's a loss.
No, if it's insured and then if you insure it through Pirate Ship or whatever your streaming or whatever your mailing service is,
Yeah.
then you got to file the insurance through them. USPS. Even if you buy insurance, you don't file through them because you're actually buying it through a third party.
Yeah. And then you can't file, like you said, with USPS.
That's correct. Yeah, you can't double dip. Double dip is a federal offense.
Well, it's like not double dipping, just want to get full payment for what I spent on it all, though.
But here's my local coin store right here on the right there. Skyland Coin and Jewelry. Been in the business for about 53 years.
Wow. I hit 2 of mine today, 2 of the coin shops. I have some stuff set aside to go that I want to go pick up, and then I have some more stuff set aside, but the guy wasn't there for me to pick it up because he needs to go through it. And for, it's like a bulk deal that I'm doing. So I'm just give me a price on all of it.
I'm going to run down to the flea market coin store tomorrow morning and come back and the kids put up a pool at the house, a 12-foot round pool for the grandbabies and for the kids to get in. So come back, do some landscaping around it. Going to build a little small deck, put in front of it. So.
There we go. Got a 57. Weedy. Link it on a log, which I'll look under the scope. There's no double on the finger, and there's not. Back in the pile. Ooh, there's the second one in that roll.
Oh, that's nice.
We got a 45.
I've been hunted 3 $50 boxes, I think, over the last couple of days, and got a bunch of bicentennials like you normally would, and a few NISDs, and that was it.
Wow. Yeah, I ordered 2 boxes. Probably be about maybe a week or 2 before I can pick them up.
Yeah.
Get them in. And I have some other banks that I can also get them from, but I haven't hunted them since I found that Elk Mountain. I haven't hunted it anymore. It would have been really nice if that was a complete, just like a collection dump, and it all be commemoratives. That would be crazy. Would be insane if it were all commemoratives in a collection dump that you got. I found modern commemoratives, but as far as old commems, that was the first one of those that I found was that Stone Mountain.
There's our refurbished drive-in theater right there, the Moonlight Theater, moonlightavenue.com.
Nice.
Ray's Stream is not sponsored by them, but we could like to get them to sponsor our stream. We'll take your money.
We will definitely do that. Please advertise on this. I haven't found any 25s, bright shinies in here. 23s and 24s. I used to look for the extra V and I gave up on it.
I never had much luck for varieties of any type. I find them in my pocket chain. Found a couple of W quarters in pocket change and got the rust. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I found a lot of spinning horses. I found the Arizona order error. I found quite a few others.
Regional airport. Anybody wants to fly in to the airport?
Hey. We used to fly into Kilmarnock. We had an office in Kilmarnock, and we'd fly from Virginia Beach, fly into there, little municipal airport. Kilmarnock's on the coast, but about 2 hours north of Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah,
Pretty close to the coast, yeah. And we had an office up there that we would go once or twice a month. I think it was once a month. And it was a local ophthalmologist had that office, and then we would rent it out the day that he was doing a surgery cases. He would have all the patients around that area that couldn't make it to our office be able to provide care. And the doc that I worked for. He had his pilot's license, so we get in his little plane and go for it. There's another 59. One. At the end of this roll. Where is the Thomas Jefferson's house? I think that's where we went. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson's house.
Monticello, yeah, outside of Charlottesville, Virginia.
Yeah,
Jefferson
and then we went to the observatory because they have the observatory there too.
Mm-hmm.
Went to his house, and I mean, he was extremely inventive. He was constantly just thinking of the ways of how to make things work better. I mean, he even set up his house that way. So he had dummy waiters that would bring dummy waiter system that would bring from underneath the house. You had all of your cellars, and that's where the food was prepared and everything else. And then the dummy waiter system that he had set up all throughout the house for different things would come up, and he had a little elevator too.
Yep.
From the cellars up, and then he had one of the cellars was for ice. So in the winter, when they had hard snows, they would fill that cavity up full of snow and pack it in really tight, and that way he could have ice all year round for his iced tea. But then his bedroom was kind of neat too, because he had it set up where, depending on what he felt that day or what he woke up doing, he could wake up, and from one side of his bed he had his office, and his bed was like, so you have the wall, and his wall was about 6 foot thick, and his bed was in between the middle of it. So his office is on the right side and his bedroom is on the left side. So whether he rolled out of bed and got dressed, or he'd roll out of bed and go over there to his writing desk in his library, and on his writing desk, they still have it there where it had 2 quill pens, and they were basically connected together. So when he wrote a letter, it would make a copy.
Yeah.
Like the first copy machine. And they're still trying to collect all of his original library books that he had there, if they can find them. And so, like, if they come across someone who has one, they buy it up to bring it back in. And there's another one of 53D. Weedy. We're on track to hopefully get 10 in this box here. Yeah, so his was pretty unique. He had everything set up there. It is beautiful up there too.
Yeah, that area is very nice. Yeah, it's up there where the University of Virginia is located.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you got Montpelier, and
right.
There's a tavern up there too. That was a pretty famous tavern, Monticello. So lots of nice places up through there.
And then on the west side of Virginia, when we would drive back, we'd go to I-40, we'd sometimes go through the mountain passes, and during the wintertime, like, you have all of these springs that were frozen.
Mm-hmm. All the ice.
Yeah, the ice. It was just gorgeous.
Yep.
Nothing like it. It was very neat. And then we stayed up on the Appalachian Trail and camped up there with all the guys from church for about 4 days or something like that. 4 or 5 days. We had a men's retreat up in there, and it was an absolute blast.
What time are you starting tomorrow?
12 my time, which would be
1 o'clock.
1 Eastern, yeah.
Yeah.
As normal. I picked up all these pennies. And I thought, just come up here and just have fun with everybody and show them off, see what we find. This is another 59. It's the third 59. I would like to find a 59 recent.
Alley.
Has happened.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh, come on. Then you shouldn't have. Yep, pickle. Other, but worked already.
Need to find that 83 copper cent these days.
And there's a little visitor center for the town, all festive with all the little flags up, getting ready for the 4th.
Awesome. That's one thing I do miss. I wanted at one time to buy one of the houses that was in Portsmouth.
Yep.
And there was this residential area of all of these antique Victorian houses. It was just, they were beautiful. And, some people were buying, they were reasonable to buy at the time too. And people were buying them just to renovate them, to move in. And I almost thought about buying one there, but they were just such beautiful old houses back from early 1800s, 1700s.
Mm-hmm. This is the Veterans Memorial Park right here. Somebody looking up there.
Nice.
So it's got a pavilion for every branch of the service, except for the Space Force, because it was all built before the Space Force came along.
Yep.
But huge park. That's where we're going to shoot fireworks off next week. Change the location. We're going to shoot off at Town Pool. Used to be up here on top of the hill. There's Taco Bell. Anybody want Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. I'm hungry.
But this little street right here is named after Lieutenant Billy Webb. Nice young man that died early on in the Vietnam era. And right there is our Gold Star plaque.
Wow.
Yeah, we're the first locality in Virginia to have a Gold Star plaque, memorial plaque that put up with the Federation of Garden Clubs and our local garden club.
Yeah.
And we have a Blue Star Highway over on the other side, but
It'd be a great place to go metal detecting. All these parks.
yeah. So this is a little veterans park. That's the main pavilion. It's where we do all of our programs for Memorial Day and Veterans Day over there. It's nice little pavilion, and Liberty Tree over there.
Is where they shoot the fireworks off. Like here in Texas, in the little towns, it's usually what used to be around all of the courthouses, and that's where they used to do it. And so there was all of a lot, some of these old courthouses. You would find a lot of really neat stuff, old coins and stuff. And that's where I found that police badge too, buried.
Oh, cool.
That was a silver peso.
So I'll show you this, and I'll hop off here. We'll head to the house. But this was our first monument that they put up here in Veterans Park.
Oh, nice.
Called the Liberty Peace Tree. So got the dove up here, and then the tree. Nice little piece of granite.
Yeah.
Then if you walk that way, there's a path that you go, and it walks and goes down. So it starts with the Revolutionary War here, and as you walk through, it has every conflict. It has this kind of signage here, all throughout the park, so you can walk through. Yeah, they started this thing 25 years ago. Our town pool used to be right here, And then we had a kid drown, so they closed the pool.
Oh,
Then they moved it to a location back over that way, and they had a kid drown, and they closed the pool. Then they moved it to where it's currently located at our recreation center.
oh,
And yes, we've had a kid drown there too. But
oh,
and then on this tree, this Liberty Peace tree, you can see it's got numbers here, and then in 29 different languages, it says liberty and peace. It's on each one of the different leaves.
very cool.
Yeah, pretty neat. I don't know if is that backwards for you all or right I can't tell.
Oh, that's correct.
Okay, because it's backwards on my phone. But yeah, so like number 2 is Cherokee language, and the number 2 leaf is this leaf right here.
Uh-huh.
And when you come over here to the number 2 leaf, it is right there. It's the number 2 leaf. So it has all the different languages on it.
Oh, neat.
Look right here. What does that say?
Libertad.
Libertad. That cool.
Liberty in Spanish.
So there's our Kroger's over there. One of the 60 Kroger's that Kroger's is closing. They're closing ours permanently.
Oh,
So we're
no.
losing Kroger's. That's all right.
Yeah, I remember Kroger.
I hate to lose the jobs and stuff, but it is what it is.
Well, is another chain going to take it over, or just?
Well, we've got a grocery store here. It's called Food City, and their corporate headquarters is here. It's a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They've got grocery stores in Georgia, South Carolina,
Oh, okay, good. At least they're not leaving.
North Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee.
We had Kroger, and then we had Food Lion in the Virginia Beach area. So.
Well, we still got a food line. Then we got just a local chain called Food Country. It's been around here for about 100 years, so they've been here. But this is who they named this road after, Billy Webb. So this is Lieutenant Webb. He went to VPI and got commissioned as a second lieutenant, and then he went to Vietnam, and he was only over there about 3 weeks.
Wow.
And he and a sergeant got killed in action over there. I was March, April, May, June, 4 months old when he passed away.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it's pretty nice that they named the street after him. So, but yeah, just small town America, you know how it is. So,
Yep.
and then we make sure that this is our newest sign. They put it up, and they changed it because we didn't have any females represented on this poster. We didn't have any people of color represented, and so they actually changed this and put the new images on here.
Well, that's
And
awesome.
That's Billy's mom right there, where she passed away. But good old small town America. That's all.
Yeah.
So
Gotta love it.
absolutely.
That's the reason why, the Lubbock where I live now it's got that small town feel to it. And it's not a huge city by any means. I think it's about 250,000 in population and growing, but it's still got that small town feel to it. People, treat each other good. And plus we have the Texas Tech campus, here in town. So having tech here and all the games and everything else always gives them something to do.
Well, folks, y'all have a good evening, and we'll
All
see
right.
y'all tomorrow on the Trade Day stream.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. See you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. I'm probably going to close it up and call it a day, guys. So I'll finish out these pennies later and go hang out with my girlfriend, get something to eat, maybe go watch a movie. So, all right, guys, I will see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time or 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And we will do Trade Day where you'll have me, Ashes, and many, many others of our friends there. So come check us out tomorrow on Ringmaster Ray's channel. All right, guys, I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Bye.